What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. Champions League football, of course, it isn't Arsenal. You know, I have to get my Champions League football from elsewhere. Two giants, you would say, of the Champions League over the years. Real Madrid against Liverpool, massive game. And listen, I just hope there's goals there. I was sitting there earlier on and thinking, what game shall I stream? And I have to admit, I was kind of leaning towards Man City Dortmund just because I thought there might be more goals in it. But I put the vote out there and the people, you guys picked Real Madrid, Liverpool. So we're going to do the Liverpool Madrid thing, you know, why not? Two massive teams. And let's see how it works out. Curtis running as fast as Granit Xhaka on a match day. Apologies, people, man. The thing was playing up as I set it up. I was actually on time and it all went mad. Big C, what's up, bro? You got stuck in traffic? Yeah, I was stuck behind Aubameyang, you know. I was just behind him. Jack said my profile pic has been disgraced by our captain. Oh, you had the Travis Scott. Oh, my days. Jack boys, yeah, jeez. Nah, don't worry, man. Aubameyang's going to come good, people. Trust me, man. I'm backing him, man. Big up Tim Smith. Greetings from Chicago. Game live on the channel Mexicano. Yeah, man, you got to get it out. However way you can watch it, man, make sure you're there. Big up Gonzo. Big up Omar. This will be a big game. See, Omar said I'm on time, man. You understand what's going on now, innit, people? You know what time it is. Big up Daniel Blind Guna, evening Curtis. Look out for the show I'm going to do on his channel on Thursday, 12 p.m. I will be doing a watch along tomorrow evening as well. PSG against Bayern Munich and obviously Arsenal on Thursday. That's going to be Scenes FC. Omar, he's done with Aubameyang. Nobody is more finished with Aubameyang than Omar. Man said Curtis in 2050, Aubameyang will come good. Bro, man can't forget what he's done for the club, though, surely, innit? He's had a bad season still, but I still believe if we're going to win the Europa League, he's going to play a major part in it, you know? Emotions FC will be here on Thursday, bro. I'm going to be going mad. Big up Miss Shane. He said, Curtis, would you sell Saka if it means we can get Odegaard, Bissouma and Neto? I would have to swap them three for Saka. I'm not even being disrespectful. But I wouldn't want to do it that way. I would hope we could get Odegaard, Bissouma, and maybe a Neto just for cash. But I'm being real. If you said, you know, Saka for those three, you put me in a tough position, man. I would have to do it. It'd be harsh. Yeah, big up Jamie, man. Yeah, there's Daniel's channel. Wow, that's a tough one. We got to be real, man. We would sacrifice him for those three players you've just mentioned. I think Neto's around a year or similar age to Saka anyway. And then you're offering me Bissouma. Bissouma as well. I would have to do it. Oh, and Odegaard. Yeah, no brainer. This game is actually being played at Real Madrid's training ground. It's not even at the Bernabeu. And Varane is out with COVID. He's been diagnosed with COVID this morning. Crazy. Omar says, Curtis, you know deep down your mate is done. He's definitely in trouble, that's for sure. Aubameyang, but I'm not writing him off yet. Curtis's neighbour. This account's legendary, man. Said, yes, Curtis, whole street might have to move out Thursday. Depends on Curtis' anger level and Arsenal. Whether I'm celebrating or angry, people are going to have to close their windows, man. I'm going to be loud, you know? Yes, Craig, how are you, Curtis? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Abdi said, big up, Curtis. I'm jealous of watching another English team in the Champions League. We are finished. It's crazy, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at the teams, and then you can give me your predictions. I know what I think when I've just seen the teams, but I'm going to let you guys decide. This is the Real Madrid team. Benzema, a player that I'm a massive fan of. I actually think that this guy is one of the most underrated footballers in the world. I think he's a fantastic player. I know some people do it, they just get the stats up and he doesn't score mad numbers, let's be honest. But if you can be Real Madrid's number 9 striker for 10 years, you are some player, man. I'm telling you. Benzema is unbelievable footballer, in my opinion. I think he sacrificed himself for Ronaldo and just played, backup dancer to him type of thing. Courtois in goal, Militao, Nacho, Toni Kroos, Benzema, Modric, Asensio, Casemiro, Lucas Vasquez, Vinicius Jr. and Mendy. So it's Nacho and Militao at centre-back. Ramos is out injured and Varane out with COVID. They're playing Lucas Vasquez at right-back, who is actually a right winger. Mendy at left-back. Obviously Militao and Nacho. And then in midfield, Toni Kroos, Modric and Casemiro. And then Vinicius Jr., Asensio, and Benzema is the front three. So they got some good players there, of course. Still got lots of quality, but it's not the Real Madrid of years gone by, is it? It's not Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema. Hazard's been a bit of a terrible signing for Real Madrid as well. I actually thought he was going to tear it up when he was there. So yeah, there's the Madrid. There's the Madrid team. Obviously on the bench, they've got Lunin, Altuve, Marcelo, Valverde, Odriozola, Isco, Mariano, Rodrigo, Arribas, and Chust. I mean, it's not the Madrid that we've seen over the years, is it? There aren't too many Galacticos there. Let's put it that way. Big up, Jack. Thank you very much for becoming a member, bro. Appreciate that. Membership is available. Join button is just next to the subscribe button. Anyone wants to support the channel, it all goes back into the channel. Much appreciated. Big up, Jack. Appreciate that, bruv. Benzema is a baller, will go down in the history books. Outstanding player. No Hazard. Hazard's injured as well. Ankle injury, will be out for a little while. Daniel said, Curtis, I got asked a question on a previous stream. If you had to pick one scenario, which one would you pick? Arsenal to get relegated or Tottenham to win the league? I mean, I don't know which one's worse. I think Tottenham winning the league is actually worse. That's a bad one. We'll talk about that on your show on Thursday, bro. That's a mad one. That's a mad one. Big up, Jack, man. I appreciate the support. Let me show you the Liverpool lineup quickly before the game starts. The players are out on the pitch. Liverpool team, I mean, Arsenal fans, we know a lot about this team after we got slapped all over the place by them on Saturday. Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Phillips and Kabak, Robertson left back, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Keita comes in for Thiago. That's a bit of a surprise. Mane, Salah and Jota. So Jota comes in for Firmino and Keita comes in for Thiago. I have to admit, I'm surprised that Thiago isn't playing. Adrian, Davis, Thiago, Milner, Firmino, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Davis, Williams, and Kane on the bench. It's going to be an interesting game. Like I said, I've never seen... I didn't realize that Real Madrid were playing at their training ground. Why that is, I don't know. Why would they not play at the Bernabeu? But Cody's getting better, fella. Getting there slowly, man. The ginger and lemon and honey drink seems to be helping, But I'm going to be honest. I think that Madrid team is weak. I honestly do. I don't think that's a strong Real Madrid team. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win. I'm going to go for 2-1 Liverpool. I think they'll catch this Madrid team on the break. No Ramos and no Varane. I think Liverpool will trouble them. Jota, Salah and Mane, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Keita. I think they're going to trouble them. I really do. They played their last game there too. Maybe it's just easier for Madrid to manage it there, in terms of security and all those things. But I'm looking forward to this game. Big up Carlo, bro. What are you saying, man? Bernabeu being refurbished, bro. Upgrading the stadium. Okay. This game looks even stranger now that they're at the training ground. It looks mad. Get your predictions in, people. I'm going for 2-1. I'm going for 2-1 to Liverpool. I have made the timer a little bit bigger after a few of you were saying that the timer looked too small. So let me know how it looks. Game is just about to kick off. Madrid to kick off in their training. Their training ground's amazing. It's like a mini stadium anyway. Benzema about to get us underway. Here we go. Game's underway. Let's get the scores up there. There we go. Right. Hope you guys can see that timer better. I've made it bigger than the Arsenal game when some of you said you needed binoculars to see it. Bro, you wouldn't believe the pain I've had to go through to get that timer on screen. It's mad. It looks something so simple, but StreamYard, unfortunately, is weak, man. You have to do other things to get it over here. So I hope the timer is big enough, because I've made it bigger than the one that I used in the Arsenal game the other day. Big up, Jack. Liverpool away at Bournemouth. Ain't it? It does look like Bournemouth. Little tight stadium. What's your score predictions? Osman said 3-1 Liverpool. Machine says 3-3. Osman said 3-1 Liverpool. GSB says 0-0. I hope it's not a 0-0. Abdi says 2-2. Jamie said, I think that's a little bit too far, Omar. Siddharth said 2-0 Liverpool. Yeah, they love a VAR decision. Brett said 3-2 to Madrid. Man like Arteta in the chat. He needs to get in here and listen, man. Hello, fans. I apologize for Saturday, but be patient. It's a process. That's probably what he'd say, to be fair. Give me 4 more transfer windows and I'll get there, you know. That's what he'd be saying. Give me 4 more windows and we'll make it. Oh, dear. It's crazy. Here come Madrid shoot. Oh, straight the keeper by Benzema. Benzema's the skipper now and also. Timer is cool. Good, man. Good. I'm glad it. Yeah, it's better. People saying it's better. 3-1 to Liverpool. Liverpool versus UEFA Madrid. A lot of people are saying this is why VAR is not VAR. Sorry, FFP has been scrapped because Real Madrid and Barcelona are both in a lot of financial difficulty, and it will help them. Here's Mendy. Oh, Mendy, nice one. Do you know what? Anyone who plays FIFA, we all know about that left back Mendy, man. He's a beast. I don't know if he's as good in real life. Big up Mob Squad. Real Madrid fan said, let's go. It's a big game for Madrid. What's interesting, I saw the La Liga table. Atletico look like they're throwing it away. The other week, they were, I think, about 9 points clear. I think Barca are like a point behind them. Real Madrid about 3 points behind them. I think Atletico have gone. I think they've bottled it. I think Barca or Real will take it off them. Craig says the timer looks good, Curtis. I'm going for 2-2. Mubarak said 2-1 Hala Madrid. Gunman said, Big C, do you think Arteta would get West Ham to top 4? Mate, he'd get them relegated. Do you know what I mean? Daniel said, I think 3-0 Liverpool. Wow, convincing victory you're going for. LG said, typical. They scrap FFP for Barca and Madrid. One rule for them. You know how it goes, man. You know how they've got the power, man. They've got the power over there. All them years of domination. Brett said, when are we finally getting Benzema at Arsenal? Do you know what? We'll probably sign him when he's about 36. You know, oh, yeah, we finally brought Benzema, you know. Obviously, we chased him for about 5 years. Can we see the match? I wish I could show you, man. Unfortunately, you can't. You get done for copyright. A lot of people ask that. I wish I could. This El Clasico will decide the title. In the Clasico this week, I might actually cover that game, you know. I'm pretty sure it's this week. I'm sure somebody said it was Saturday or Sunday, the Clasico. Yeah, 8 o'clock Saturday. I might do a watch-along for that, you know. I think that could be a title decider. Referee's haircut seems okay. Yeah, it can't be as bad as the one we saw the other day at Arsenal. Here come Madrid, corner. Early corner. Benzema linking up with Asensio. Asensio, a very good player, man. Coach, do you think Aguero would come to Arsenal? I think his intention is to go to Argentina or somewhere in Europe, but you never know. If we were stupid enough to offer him like 300 grand a week, he probably would come to us. But yeah, I don't know. Ball whipped in, headed away. This is definitely like FIFA training mode, isn't it? You know. Yeah, the Classico Saturday. I might do it. 8 o'clock Saturday. Yeah, everything is fine, man. I need that on the t-shirt. Big up Alvin. What's up, Curtis? What are you saying, bro? I'm good, man. I hope you're good. Big up everyone in the chat. Over 250 of you. Appreciate the support. William said, hey, Curtis, big up. Hit the likes, people. You said if we get in the Champions League, we will spend money. Remember during 2012 to 16, when we were in the Champions League, we didn't spend any more money than we do now. It's true. I'm saying it more in hope than expectation, William. We'll probably spend 60 million, the usual nonsense. Aguero said he wanted to stay in the Prem. Has he said that? Has he said it? I have heard reports that he said that, but I haven't seen any actual quotes. Rian said, Curtis, if we win in the Europa this season, if we don't win the Europa this season but make the final, would you still back him? Not for me. It's not enough. It's not enough. If we were having a good season in the Prem and we lost in the final, I could get my head around it, but we're so bad in the Prem. We have to win it. Getting to the final means nothing, unfortunately. Wenger didn't want to spend. I used to say at the time, I thought Wenger had shares in the club. You know, I thought they were giving him money to just not spend and get him in. I thought they've probably given him 2 or 3% of the club, but it was just strange. I wish Wenger was a bit more open in his book as well, because he didn't reveal any home truths, man, which was disappointing. I wanted to know the real reason why, we didn't sign Luis Suarez and why he didn't buy a striker of top quality for so long. Curtis, imagine Arsenal with Lacazette, Aubameyang and Aguero. Forget the goals. Look at their age and wages. I mean, you'd be talking about 3 players in their 30s, probably on about 750 grand a week between them. I don't think we've got the quality to have Aguero. This Aguero now in his 30s, who isn't at his very, very best, he needs service, man. He can't go from De Bruyne, Bernardo and Sterling to Granit Xhaka and El Neni, and do you know what I mean? We wouldn't get the ball to him. So, yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be going for Aguero. Don't get me wrong, he's an unbelievable finisher. I still say he's a better finisher probably than any of our strikers, but I don't think we'd get the ball to him. I really don't. I think he'd be standing up front just waiting. Arteta says, back me, trust the process. Baku Nightmare 2 is coming. I hope not, man. I really hope not. Love from South Africa says, Rule, big up. Cape Town or Joburg, where you at, man? Have the Arsenal players been a bit quiet on social media? A little bit. I think they need to understand when you get slapped all over the place, you have to keep your mouth shut for a little bit. Sup, Big C? I'm good, man. Hope you're well. KDB make Xhaka look like Xhaka. Oh, for real. What do you think of Luka Modric? Unbelievable. Like fine wine, mate. Just gets better with age. Unbelievable footballer. On the ball, he's one of the best centre mids still in the world. Sebs, evening all, and Big C, big up everyone in the chat. Nearly 300 of you in here. Appreciate it. I realise we don't get the numbers for these games that we get for the Arsenal games and that, but still brilliant interaction as always. Curtis, bro, when are you going to start gaming? I can't wait. It's something I'll probably look at the end of the season. Obviously, we're in, April now? Season finishes at the end of May. So, yeah, man, I'm sure we'll look into doing some sort of gaming. Obviously, we got the Euros in the summer. I'll probably cover that. We'll do transfers. Arsenal will be doing a lot of transfers. I'll get guests on. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some gaming actually in the summer, definitely. Yeah, I know about Joburg, bro. Come visit. That's where I'm at. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm waiting to see if Arsenal go on tour. I don't know whether they're going to go on tour this summer or what, or whether fans can go. Is Salah going on a great run? Oh, Big C, do you support the Nets? I don't, I don't. I used to just love buying all the snapbacks, man. But now as I've got older, people are a bit like, yo, you can't just wear all these random teams, you know. I've got to admit, I used to like New York Knicks, man, growing up, even though they weren't great. I just used to love Madison Square Garden, Patrick Ewing, Carmelo, all of that. You know, they weren't the best basketball team, but I did like the Knicks. I mean, they're terrible now. Supporting the Knicks and Arsenal is like, how much more pain do you want to give yourself? To be honest, I just love LeBron. LeBron's my favorite basketballer, so I kind of follow the team who he plays for. San Andreas. Oh, yeah, Alvin, apologies. I just see your message about GTA. GTA San Andreas has always been my favorite. You know, I love that game. I played that game for so long. Yeah, I'll do Euros as well. Do a lot of games for the Euros. Utah Jazz, man. Yeah, Stockton and Malone. They were bad boy players, man. They had some good players. Obviously, Bulls were, you know, Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. Lakers have always had good teams. Nets are like City got all the big guns. They got that dough now, innit? They got that dough, man. Knicks and Arsenal, very similar. Yeah, great history, but going nowhere fast right now, you know? Nets have a superstar team now, Katie. Oh, mate. They're running the show now. They're running the show. Knicks, like you said, Knicks and Arsenal, it don't get much worse than that, does it? Here come Madrid. Vinicius Jr. in the penalty area. He looks quick, man. Great ball to Modric. Oh, he goes down. It looks like he's diving there. He was looking for it. Kobe and Shaq, yeah. Lakers settings, man. Golden State, you know what? I was never a bit, you know, like obviously when LeBron was at Cleveland and they were playing Golden State, man, I was obviously Steph Curry's an unbelievable player, but yeah, I just always wanted LeBron. I like Kevin Garnett, Boston Celtics. I used to like Allen Iverson, man, you know, the big diamond earrings and that. I was a big fan of Iverson as well, man. You know. Big up Hadab. Appreciate your support, man. Curtis, who is the GOAT? Michael Frauden or King James? That's harsh, man. I think MJ's the GOAT, you know, but I'm more of a LeBron fan just because I saw him more at an older age, innit? So you enjoy it more. Oh, here come Madrid header. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Vinicius Jr. with a header. Yeah, I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but I'm more of a LeBron fan, man, just because I've seen so much of him. When Jordan was at his peak, I was a young kid, man. You know? Ben Wallace. Yeah, Vince Carter. Iverson was a real G, man. Telling you. Jordan way ahead of James. I like LeBron when he played for Cavs 03-07. You like the young LeBron, yeah? I must be older than you. My faves were Jordan, Magic, Bird, Larry, Johnson, Charles, Barkley. I remember Barkley, you know. I do remember Barkley. Magic Johnson, yeah. Yeah, you're probably a little bit older than me. I was getting into basketball them times. Don't get me wrong, but I was young, man. Trent whips it in, or keeper takes it. Yeah, I was young then. Shaq, obviously, and yeah. But yeah, I remember I had an All-Stars jersey, man, with Shaq on the back. I remember it was massive. You know, back then everything was big, like bootcut jeans and big baggy like basketball jerseys. You know what I mean? White Air Force Ones, man. That was the look in the summer, man. Barkley was a beast for real. Curtis, if Stan was to sell the club, who would you want to buy? Bruv, do you know what? I can't even give you a name. I just want someone to buy who has got big dough and who's willing to invest properly. Like, we can all see that this summer Arsenal need to spend big, like really big. They need to spend well over 100 million. And I don't think Arsenal will break 100 million this summer. I think they'll give Arteta 50, 60 million and they'll say, you've got to earn the rest off player sales. You know, I can't see it. Yeah, like, look, Chelsea just spent 220 million and Chelsea are struggling to even get in the top four. And they had a better team than us anyway. So we actually need to spend like 200 million in one summer just to get us back to competing for top four, really. You know? Do you play FIFA? I have to admit, this FIFA, I've lost all, like, I hardly play it. I thought FIFA 20 was one of the worst FIFAs ever. FIFA 21's a little bit better, but I'm nowhere near into it as much as I used to be. I was all over Ultimate Team before, but it's too much of a pay-to-win game. Lakers are weak this season. Still, James can have a say in the playoffs. He always can. Arsenal and Chicago Bulls are similar for years, both been in decline. Jump on Pez. A lot of people are on Pez now, innit? I haven't played Pez since I was a kid back in the day, man. My dream summer: Jovic, Grealish, Basuma, Odegaard, Bailey, and Koulibaly. Bro, of that, you're looking at... I mean, Grealish will cost 70, 80. Basuma will be 30, 40. Odegaard, 40. Bailey, 40, 50. Koulibaly, 60. You're looking 250 million there. Jovic as well. Ooh, Mane was nearly in. Yeah, that's a FIFA summer there. That's Football Manager. You ain't getting that out of Arsenal. You'd be lucky if Arsenal signed two of them, you know? Good day, footy fans. Madrid showing how it's done against Liverpool. I mean, long way to go. We definitely didn't show how it was done. What games do you play? I have to admit, I've really stopped gaming, you know? I do not game much. I used to play Grand Theft Auto a little bit. I've got, obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever it is. Played a bit of that. FIFA 21, I don't play it much. I got Football Manager 21. Play that a little bit when I'm traveling and stuff. But yeah, I don't play much now. I was looking to get a PS5, but then I just thought, am I going to play it that much? Or I don't think there's even many games out on it at the moment. I've also stopped with FIFA, Curtis. I played Foot Champs, and all these rats play five at the back with fullbacks and centre backs. Mate, Foot Champs, has there ever been a more stressful game mode on any football game than Foot Champs? Just pure pay-to-win teams, you know, icons all over the place. That game just used to give me a headache, bro. That Foot Champs, 30 games on a weekend, stressful. When you get in the PS5, bro, I can't get hold of it. I haven't really tried, but every time I see it, like, online somewhere, it just sells out, like, within an hour or so. It's crazy. I'm in no rush to get it, to be honest. Jack said, I got an Xbox Series X. I don't play it nearly enough. Just story games every now and then. Yeah, I've seen the Xbox available a few times, but I'm a PlayStation. I prefer PlayStation. I stopped Foot, just play online clubs. Oh, okay. Yeah, a few people were asking to do that, like pro clubs or career mode on FIFA as a stream or something like that. Maybe I could look into that. I'm in Division 1, bro. You must be good, man. You must be good. I think I got to Division 2 last year. I think this year I was on Division 3 and I left it from there. Yeah, I didn't get into Division 1, to be fair. Alpha said, Curtis, you're such a likable guy, very friendly and calm. I love these kind of people. God bless you and your family. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Same to you, same to everyone who supports the channel, man. God bless. City are winning 1-0, apparently. See, I knew it. Everything was telling me, you know, before I did this game, there's going to be more goals in that game. I've just turned over De Bruyne, Foden, Mahrez. It's a tap-in, 6 yards out. Kevin De Bruyne. I think they're going to hammer Borussia Dortmund, to be honest. Dortmund got Emre Can playing in defence. It's mad. They got no... they've got no Jadon Sancho. He's injured. And do you know what? I was intrigued for that game because I've been a little bit critical of Haaland. I don't know why, and I could be completely wrong with this. I feel like he's a little bit overrated, honestly. He's a great finisher, but it's one of them. I need to see him in a better league. I'm just not convinced. I remember I'm not saying Timo Werner is on his level. But Werner was ripping up the Bundesliga. And look how bad he's been in the Prem. I think Haaland's better than Werner, of course, but I'm not sure he's 150 million. And, I don't know. So it'll be interesting how he does against Man City. Emre Can at right back. I mean, it's mad. Curtis, how would you feel if City won the quadruple? I have to admit, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised that the league's won. So there's one. Carabao Cup final against Tottenham, I'd say they're favourites. So that could be two. FA Cup, they're favourites. Champions League, I don't think they are favourites. I think they're going to have to beat one or two teams that will be very difficult. I think Bayern Munich are better than City, if I'm honest, but they're capable of beating them. Free Pepe said Saka is better than Sancho. Not for me. I got to keep it 100. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I can always lean towards the Arsenal bias, but I think Sancho's higher than Saka, if I'm being honest. I want City to win the treble so United can't boast about it. I mean, listen, I don't know about you guys. I don't even know. I don't even know that many Man City fans. So when Man City win trophies, it doesn't even bother me. I'm just like, I know about 2 Man City fans, so Granit Xhaka said, I'm better than Sancho. Here come Liverpool. Keita. It could be in. Oh, didn't get back to him. Sorry, I disagree. I think Haaland would smash it in England. Maybe. He'd have to go to the right team. Definitely. Sancho is a few levels up, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Sancho's definitely above Saka, if I'm honest. Hazard or Sanchez? I'm Sanchez fan, man. That guy was levels. You could give him the ball anywhere on the pitch and make something happen. Big up Fraser. He said over 250 watching it. The likes, everyone. Much appreciated as always, people. City winning trophies doesn't bother me either. It doesn't. I just feel like, well, they got Pep. They spend all that money. So what? Don't hardly know any Man City fans. It doesn't bother me. I just brush it off like, yeah, City, I expect them to win trophies. Timo Werner hasn't been bad. Oh, bro, he's been bad. Even the other day, he had a clear-cut opportunity. He didn't want to shoot. He passed. He was scared to shoot in case he missed. I don't think Haaland's better than Mbappe. I don't. I think he's very good, but I know they're different. I know Mbappe plays wide a lot now, so the goal record for Haaland is probably better, but I just think Mbappe is... I think he's better. Danny Ings to City. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, they create that many chances, Man City, that if you've got good movement and you're a finisher, you would score goals at City. Ings will probably get 25 goals for City, For Haaland to smash it, he will have to go to City, yeah, because the amount of service. You don't want to go to United or, because they're not free-flowing under Ollie. They don't create that much for their striker. Do you think Toni Kroos is overrated? I think technically he's unbelievable. He's not very quick. He can't run, but his technique is ridiculous. He's not as good as Luka Modric, though. Just as I say that, Luka Modric gives the ball away. Smash the likes, people. Smash them likes. This game any good? Oh, it seems a little bit like, they're going through the motions a little bit at the moment. Can you do a pro clubs team? Yeah, possibly. Like I said, at the end of the season, as I'll have more time, I will look at stuff like that. FIFA and that. Kroos is everything Xhaka dreams to be. Toni Kroos, to me, is he's done well for Germany. He's got great technique. Here come Madrid. Benzema, left foot, it's blocked. Only get Portuguese champs games out here. Oh, man. Come, I'll join the FIFA team. That would be good, innit? Do a pro clubs team with subscribers or something. Corner to Madrid. Is Luka Modric. You listen to Afrobeats. A little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Hold tight. Big up, man. Here come Madrid on the right-hand side. Ball whipped in. Oh, it's terrible. This game has started very slow. Pete or Vinicius? That Vinicius looks sharp. He does look sharp. But I don't think I've seen enough of him. Every time I see him, he's like rapid, but not that much end product. Money clubs can't buy all the talent, so it's how good your scouting is. Look at Dortmund. The thing with Dortmund, why a lot of these young players go to Dortmund, they'll put you straight in the first team. Do you know what I mean? They signed Bellingham from Birmingham City in the Championship. Straight in the first team. All of a sudden, England international. He's at Birmingham City. You can buy him for 14 million. No one in the Prem wants him. He goes to Dortmund for 14 million. In about 2 years, he'll probably come back to the Prem for about 50 million. And a lot of it is these managers, number one, they're under so much pressure. And number two, a lot of them are just lazy, man. They don't want to develop talent, you know? Why are these English players having to go abroad to develop? Why can't they come to the Prem? You know, but this is how it is, man. Pete all day is saying, are you excited going back to the gym next week? Bruv, I can't tell you. All these 5K runs, man, I've been doing on road. I can't stand like road running and that's so boring. You know, get me back in the gym, headphones on. You know, I can't wait. We've been suffering here. Oh, Madrid are in 1-1. It's goal 1-0 to Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr., brilliant goal, man. What a finish. Chested it down. You're calling him a pace merchant. He just showed his pace there. That is a fantastic goal. Liverpool are in trouble. You see what happens when you put pace against those two centre-backs. What I just say about Toni Kroos as well, when you was asking me about him. What a ball. That is an outstanding goal. Absolutely brilliant goal from Madrid, that is. The pass from Toni Kroos. 40-yard diag in behind. Said the same thing about Arsenal at the weekend. Put some pace up against those two centre-backs. The ball is unbelievable. Vinicius chests it down, volleys it past his Brazilian teammate, bottom corner. It's a great goal. That is a Madrid kind of goal. Wow, Vinicius. Look at them two centre-backs scrambling all over the place. But we never asked one question of those two centre-backs at the weekend. Game on. I'm actually really glad that Real Madrid have scored because now, you know, that'll get Liverpool to attack. Hopefully we can get an exciting game. Oh, man. Here we go. Madrid fans are happy, man. Big up Mob Squad. Let's go, Vinicius. That's a great finish, man. Kroos on Xavi settings. You know what? I don't even know if Xavi plays that kind of ball, really. He's a lot more short with his passing. That's a 40, 50-yard diag in between both centre-backs. That's an unbelievable pass. That's a mad goal. And here Arsenal won't even attack. Do you know what I mean? We asked no questions of them two centre-backs on Saturday. They've played one ball there and split them in half. It's a big game now. Liverpool, to me, they need to score. Yeah, I fancied Liverpool. I tipped 2-1 at the start of the game. I saw that Madrid team, no Varane, no Ramos. I thought they'd trouble them, but they haven't started the game well. They haven't created anything. I'm really surprised that Klopp picked Keita in midfield ahead of Thiago. That's a strange one for me. Oh, Mane turns. It's down this side, whips in with his left foot. Keeper takes it. Courtois. Curtis Kroos makes those type of passes almost every game. Kroos is the best midfielder in the world alongside Modric. Kevin De Bruyne, I still think De Bruyne is a little bit better than Toni Kroos in my opinion, but unbelievable passer of the ball. Penalty for City, you're saying? Wow. Let's have a look. Let's turn over quick. So I'm giving you a bit of both games, people. Bit of both. Ball whipped in by De Bruyne. Flicked on by Royce. And what is that? Is that actually a penalty? Because all I'm seeing is Rodri just dive on the floor. It doesn't even look like he gets touched. Ref give the penalty straight. That does not look like a penalty. That don't count. That's not a penalty, is it? That can't be. That can't count. He's booking him. He hasn't even touched him. That's one of the. Surely VAR will overturn that. That's never a pen. If that pen counts, then VAR, they need to scrap it tomorrow morning. That's never a pen in a million years. They got to overturn that. I don't think that will count. It looked like a diver. It looked like ref's blowing his whistle. No penalty. No, he's told him to go and look at the screen. I mean, how can VAR look at that? Yeah, he headbutted the defender's arm. He doesn't even move towards him. No way is that a pet. Oh, are they looking at Emre Can, the back of his foot? Oh, no, maybe it is. I didn't even realize that. Does Emre Can kick Rodri with the back of his heel? He flicks his foot. I think his foot catches him. I was looking at his arm, but I think his foot clips the inside of his leg. If you look at Emre Can, he just flicks his leg back, and I think he makes contact with the inside of his leg. Yeah, I think he does. But they definitely can't tell from that angle whether it is or not. Emre Can having a stinker. I mean, the guy's not a right back, is he? I'm not surprised. He's holding his face. He's doing a Rivaldo from back in the day, isn't it? Not even holding the place where he's been hit. That's soft. Doesn't get touched. What's the ref going to do? He's not sure. If he's had to look at it that many times, then he's not sure. And if you're not sure, you can't give it. What's he doing? He's just running over. He's having a chat on the microphone. What's he doing? He don't even know what to do, look. What's he doing? He's saying, give me the ball. No penalty. He hasn't given it. No penalty. Right. Let me go back to Liverpool, because I think this Liverpool game is going to heat up now. Oh, it looks like I missed a chance. Benzema was running, whipped it in. Vinicius skipped in on his right foot. Oh, drilled it wide. I don't know if that was a deflection. And Benzema was appealing for a penalty. He's definitely playing for it. Oh, that could have been handball. Kicks himself, but then, I don't know, got away with corner to Madrid now. That's a straight red and a pen against Arsenal. Yo, the ref wouldn't even go and look at that. He'd be like, get out, mate. That's a red. I don't even need to see it. Rodri should get a yellow for play acting. I know. I thought that as well. Corner to Madrid, whipped in. Toni Kroos, headed away, comes out, shot. Oh, it's over the bar. High and wide by Asensio. El Neni said, I'd be a starter for Real Madrid. Maybe in their netball team, mate. Not in their football team. That Benzema one looked a bit iffy. I think he was playing for it. Vinicius almost scored again. He looks sharp, man. He looks very sharp. I knew he was quick. But every time I've kind of watched him, I haven't seen that much end product from him. Oh, Wijnaldum gives it away. I think Klopp's had a stinker not playing Thiago. They need someone who can keep the ball. Oh, Toni Kroos opens up again. Plays the ball in behind Robertson. Here come Madrid. Ball gets whipped in. Ooh. Benzema could have got on the end of that. And Liverpool can break. Liverpool have been poor, man. Yeah, El Neni, man. I don't know about... I don't know how he's still at Arsenal. De Bruyne scored in the Man City game. Vinicius Jr. scored in this game for Real Madrid. 33 minutes gone, people. Curtis, who could we seriously get if Arteta is sacked? This is the problem. This is why we got to wait until the summer and see. You know, these managers in the summer will always get sacked or move on. Obviously, Allegri's still out of work. Apparently, he turned the job down after Arsene Wenger left, but maybe now he would take it. You got Rafa Benitez, but at the same time, could we go and pull a manager out of another club? It's expensive when you do that because you have to pay compensation. And we know Arsenal don't want to spend money. We would probably have to go for Allegri. He's out of work. He's the most high-profile manager. Curtis, when will your merchandise be coming out? What can we expect? I'm just trying to like get it sorted now. This is the reason I haven't rushed it out, because obviously I wanted to sort the timer out and stuff, and I wanted to get the memberships going, which I have done. But the merch, I'm doing it now. I am planning it. I would like to get it done sooner rather than later, but I will get some stuff out. Maybe t-shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, maybe something. I'm looking into all of it. If we really want to build and not get a huge name, just get Graham Potter. Would you take Graham Potter though at Arsenal? There's something about that doesn't excite me. But he is doing a good job at Brighton, but I'm just not sure about Graham Potter. Allegri has standards, Big C. The thing is, though, I think Allegri was expecting a massive, massive job to be offered to him, and it hasn't really happened. He was being linked with the Roma job at one stage. I still think Allegri would consider Arsenal. You know, apparently he's learned English. He's done interviews in English. I think he'd consider it, but you'd have to, oh, Madrid are in. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 to Real Madrid. Calamitous defending by Liverpool. Asensio lifts it over the goalkeeper. 2-0 to Real Madrid, and Liverpool are in big, big trouble. They could be heading out the Champions League. Wow. They are all... I told people, look at this defense. We didn't do anything against this defense. They're terrible. Oh, my days. Wijnaldum as captain as well. He should never be the captain. Oh, dear. And it's Tony Cruz again. Ball in behind. Oh, Trent tries to head it back to the goalkeeper. Doesn't get there. Asensio lobs it over Alisson and then gets around it and just taps it in from about 3 yards out. Trent Alexander-Arnold, mate. Terrible mistake. Oh, lovely play by Asensio. Just flicks it over the goalkeeper and taps it in. Liverpool are heading out, possibly. The only thing with Liverpool, if any team in like world football can come back from like 2 or 3-0 down in a game, it's them. But then Anfield hasn't got fans in this year, so I suppose it's not quite the same. Liverpool, terrible defending. Where was this Liverpool on Saturday, please? Trent looked like prime Cafu against Arsenal. Now he's making terrible mistakes, you know? We had 2 shots on target against this Liverpool team. 2 balls from Tony Cruz over the top. What is Trent doing? They were complaining that Mane was in. He got a push in the back. Oh, see, I'm not going to lie. I think that's a foul. Lucas Vazquez, he's not looking at the ball. He's the last defender, just barges Mane. Yeah, I think they're a bit hard done by there. I got a feeling Liverpool will come back. They have started this game poor. They really have. Let's go. Mob Squad's delighted, man. He's loving it. 2-0 to Madrid. Innit? Where was this Trent against Arsenal, man? You know what I mean? We didn't even get the ball further forward enough to make him do that. Big up Zuko, man. Tony Cruz is a class footballer. Definitely. I said that earlier, man. His range of passing and technique is unbelievable. You know, so that's a foul out. Look, Mane's getting booked now. I think Mane is so frustrated he didn't get that foul. He just looks furious with Lucas Vazquez, and you know he's got to be careful. Second yellow, they can't afford to have him suspended. Bellingham was in. One man saying, "A Man City, Dortmund been cheated." We make Andy Carroll look like Messi and Trent look like Zanetti. Yeah, for real. Thoughts on Roman Berkey? Is he the keeper at Dortmund? Is he? I haven't seen a lot of him, to be fair. Real are underrated. Everyone thinks they're not as good, but they are good. They've looked good tonight. They've looked good. They could be in again here. They've got a lot of pace. Trent does well there against Mendy, although he moves it. I think Klopp made a mistake. I think he picked the wrong midfield. You know, why would you not play Thiago, a guy that, you know, was raised in that league? He knows how to keep the ball. They can't keep the ball in midfield. Oh, apologies. He was on mute there. Sorry. Appreciate that, Leon. I could have been streaming on mute. Am I back now? Yeah, you can hear me all right. Thiago would dictate this game. Exactly. Why would you not have him? That Cater, they paid what, 50 million for him? I haven't seen nothing from that Cater since they bought him. Liverpool fans all hype him up. I ain't seen nothing. What do you think of Courtois? No, he's been solid. He was quality at Chelsea. He's a good goalkeeper, man. Why do we make players look better than we are? It's the Arsenal way, innit? Every time Arsenal play a team, and it's like, I remember, was it Pookie at Norwich? We went into the game, they're like, Pookie hasn't scored for 7 games. 25 minutes in, scores. You know, Benteke, 6 hours without a goal. Ball gets crossed in, Benteke scores. Like, we're that team. We're like Christmas, man. We just hand out presents. Would you take Ten Hag? I do like Ten Hag. I have to admit, I do. It's got a good philosophy. Kurt is doing as much talking on mute as Xhaka does talking on the pitch. Apologies, man. I don't know what happened there. It just went on to mute by itself. Curtis watching this is no excuse. Arteta chose not to attack Liverpool. Exactly. Just have a go at them. You can see they can concede goals. Oh, the Trent mistake gets worse every time you see it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Big up James said, yo, you good, Curtis? Hope you and the family are well. I'm good, bro. Can't complain. Big up yourself and everyone else in the chat. Liverpool getting what they deserve. Oh, look, Cater dragged. 41 minutes, fuming. The ultimate embarrassment. The ultimate embarrassment for a player in football being substituted in the first half. Klopp's got to take the flak. He's got to take the flak for that. I said it. We've been saying it all game. Why is Thiago not playing? The guy who's going to keep possession better than any other Liverpool midfielder. Oh, Kabak's made a mistake. Oh, what a miss. Look at this Liverpool defense. They are a calamity, bruv. Calamity. Asensio was in one-on-one. Kabak tried to play the ball back to the goalkeeper, sliced it. Asensio was in, tight angle, drags it wide. Wow. Man's just dragging off Cater in the first half. 40 minutes, yeah, I've seen enough, mate. Get off. Oh, I need to charge. Yeah, Cater, man. Cater could. I've always said, I know a few Liverpool fans, and they're always bigging up Cater. I don't rate him. They paid, what, 56 million for him? Dragging him off in the first half. I rate Liverpool's defence 1 star. But do you know what I mean? On the weekend, they look like Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, and Zambrotta at their prime. Do you know what I mean? This could be mad. It could. Liverpool need to score the next goal, man. Lucas Vazquez. Do you know what? Lucas Vazquez is a player that I have never liked. I don't know why. Never liked him. Trent whips it in. Yeah, Vazquez, I know he's usually a winger. He's playing right back today. I've just never liked him. I feel like he dives a lot. I'm just not a fan. Arsenal were linked with him once. I didn't want nothing to do with him. Seri, Jean-Michel Seri, was it? The guy who ended up at Fulham. Free kick was whipped in there, and I think he's given a free kick now to Madrid. Will you take the job as the Arsenal manager if they sack Arteta? Who will you appoint as your assistant? Will you say trust the process? I wouldn't say trust the process. And I'll tell you what, I'd get an assistant who ain't listening to music during the game. I would take the job. Why not? We can only dream, eh? We can only dream. Here's Jota does well, gets crowded out. Madrid have absolutely outplayed Liverpool. And this is what I mean. There's levels in the Champions League. This Liverpool team just battered us and beat us 3-0 with, no Gomez, no Van Dijk, no Henderson. And they're being battered 2-0. So it just shows the level of Champions League and stuff. And Madrid are on the break again here. This Vinicius Jr., they can't handle it. Out wide to Benzema. He's got support. Oh, he plays the wrong pass there. Could have just laid it into Toni Kroos. I said, Curtis in. I'm telling you, man. Get Graham as assistant. Yeah, get Graham in, man. Asensio chip reminded me of a team of the week, Curtis Shaw versus GB Orange. Yeah, we love a chip. Big up my boy Broads, man, every day. All day, every day. Go and subscribe to his channel. He assures me that there will be content sometime in 2021. I mean, I'm not sure. It could be summer, autumn, winter. I don't know. Surely we're getting him back on stream at some stage, you know. The fireman said, I'm on my way to put out these fires in Liverpool's defense. I'm telling you, man. Let me be your assistant. I'll bring the AirPods. Yeah, I'm telling you. Put some bashment music on or some reggae music or something. Lee Judges as assistant. He'd be like, he's done it again. He'll definitely be rattling the players. Like, I feel like Lee Judges would be grabbing players by the neck, mate. He wouldn't be having this. Half time. Let's just stop the timer. Half time whistle goes. Do you know what? Because of what Liverpool did to us the other day, I don't feel sorry for them getting this done to them. They need to feel some of the pain that we've been suffering, you know? Play the Europa League music. Oh, oh, oh. That's the most you'll get, people. That's the most you'll get. I can't play the music, man. Let me see this. Curtis Shaw, who would you sign for centre-back next summer? Do you know what's sad? I like that guy, Konate, who Liverpool are looking at, man. I did like him at Leipzig. There's not that many centre-halves, is it? It's difficult. I feel like we need an experienced centre-half to play next to Gabriel. Obviously, Saliba's going to come back. Mavropanos, maybe one of them can be a top centre-back. DT is the cone man. Yeah, DT can get the cones, put the cones out, fill up the water bowls. Lewis Dunk is a good centre-back. I know Leicester tried to buy him when they sold Maguire to Man United. I think Brighton wanted 40 million for him. He's a good, solid centre-back. Torres from Villarreal. Is it Pau Torres or something? PAU. Seen a lot of people talking about him. Saliba. Hopefully he can be a star when he comes back. Willy Bolly from Wolves. He's not bad. He's a bit dodgy. He seems to have mistakes in him. Diego Carlos, big guy. Big up Red Cannon, man. He said, Curtis, you seen the disallowed Dortmund goal? I haven't seen it. Loads of people in the chat are talking about it. Was it Bellingham who scored? I'll try and catch it now at half time. We need a winger like Neto. Yeah, Neto, man, like 17 million pound for Neto. Arsenal paid 72 million for Pepe. And Neto's performing better than him. We never seem to make those signings at Arsenal where you just pay 15, 20 million, you don't expect much, and they become a star. Like, we're actually the opposite now. Under Wenger, back in the day, we used to grab players for 5 mil, 10 million, they'd just come out of nowhere, be a superstar, you know? You look at how much Vieira and those players were costing back in the day. Anelka, you know, Wiltord, Henry. And you look at it now, we're paying more than players are worth, and they're not even performing, a lot of them. I mean, let's be honest, even Lacazette of 50 million has not been a raging success. You know, he's been decent, but Pepe at 72 million, Xhaka at 35, Mustafi at 35, and that was a few years ago when 35 million was more like probably 50 million. You know, we need to, our recruitment needs to improve massively. Tierney and Gabriel is a good one. I think, you know, 50 million for those two is decent. Rafinha from Leeds looks a real player. You know, I really like the look of him. Skillful. He's got end product as well. Yeah, Gilberto. But as I said, most of these signings will be from back in the day. How many of them are in recent times, you know? We just don't seem to be able to spot a bargain anymore. Kolo Toure, yeah, amazing signing. Would you take Traore from Wolves, that greased up turkey, mate? They were talking about 70 million for him last year. I have to admit, he's at times, he has moments in a game, Traore, where he's just unplayable. You know, he'll run 70 yards with 5 players chasing after him. But the end product isn't good enough, man. Really isn't. You know? I think Wolves probably should have cashed in when there was hype around him. Not's 21. We haven't uncovered any gems on the cheap in the last decade, really. We've definitely fell off when it comes to that. Kolo Toure slide tackle Wenger and got signed. I mean, that story is amazing, isn't it? The sad thing is we had his brother on trial as well. And we played him up front in a trial game, and he's a midfielder. He obviously didn't do much, and we never signed him. It's a shame. We could have took both of them, really. Traore is just physicality merchant. He's just huge, but like you said, impact sub. Bring him on for 20 minutes, but his end product's not good enough. I'd rather sign Neto from Wolves than Adama Traore. Haleb was a baller. Interesting that he said he regretted moving to Barcelona. Trusay said players like Donnarumma and Depay are available on a Bosman. I think if Ronald Koeman is still in charge of Barcelona next season, I think Depay will go to Barca. And Donnarumma, the problem with Donnarumma is Raiola is his agent. He will charge so much money for you to get him, the signing on fee. He'll want ridiculous wages for him. So I don't see him coming to Arsenal. Is Donnarumma better than Leno, in your opinion? For you guys who maybe have seen a bit more of Donnarumma, I've seen him a little bit. Would you say Donnarumma would be an upgrade on Leno at Arsenal? I'd probably take Memphis Depay, on a free. Traore is a good example of working hard to get a pro. It's just he's just got an attribute, and his pace is so explosive that it's like he will always nick moves because that pace can always be useful, off the bench or starting him. Traore could easily go and play for Bayern Munich and just sit on the bench because you would love to bring him on for 20 or 30 minutes. Adama Traore could play for any club in the world as an impact substitute. He wouldn't start in most of the top teams, but he's so quick. If you're a fullback and you've just played 60, 70 minutes and Adama Traore is coming up, you're in big trouble. Saint-Maximin the same. I think Saint-Maximin, has he got better end product than Traore? Maybe. I feel like he's a bit tidier. Yeah, I saw Traore yesterday run about 50 yards. He had about 5 players on him. It's crazy. What you got to look at with Traore, he came through Barcelona's youth system where most players there are technically unbelievable. And Traore is not technically unbelievable. So they obviously kept him around because of that pace. And he has improved, I think. He was quite skinny when he was at Barca. So I'm sure he was at Wolves. He was at Middlesbrough, I think, as well. Saint-Maximin is tighter for sure. He will probably get a good move abroad. Oh, I'm just seeing the Bellingham goal now. They're trying to say studded Ederson. Ederson kicks the bottom of his foot. That's a tough one, man. I mean, as an attacking player, you have to go for that ball. You have to go for that ball. This is where the game's gone to pot for me because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Ederson actually kicks the bottom of his foot. Zaha or Pepe? Listen, man, Zaha's better than Pepe. There's just no doubt about it. Unfortunately, and I'm an Arsenal fan, I take no pride in saying that. Zaha is far better. Bruv, I swear down, when you go and look at the pictures of Traore, he was just skinny at Barca, The guy, he's hammered the gym since he's been in England. Podence from Wolves is better. He's a good player. Reminds me of Hazard a little bit. We should go for Orsic just for the hat-trick against Spurs. Yeah, it was a great hat-trick. Do you remember the Arsenal v Madrid? Listen, of course, my friend. I remember that game like it was yesterday because the thing is, Henry was my favourite ever Arsenal player. R9 Ronaldo was probably my favourite ever player. So I remember watching that game and the way Henry just shrugged R9 off him and just slots it in the bottom corner. That's one of Henry's best performances. You know, he was taking the mick out of Madrid by the end of that game. He's just something else. I think, what was we wearing? Was we in the yellow kit that day? Trossard from Brighton, underrated. Looks a decent player. Daniel said Pepe's best performances have been on the left. Yeah, and often with Cedric behind him. I mean, is he better on the left or the right, Pepe? Legendary goal v Madrid, for real. Or how we have fallen to think we used to beat Madrid. I mean, innit? That's so true, Michelle. Like, you think Arsenal were going to the Bernabeu when they had man like R9 Ronaldo and just rolling them over. Like, yeah, thanks, 1-0, clean sheet, get out of here. We're now playing Slavia Prague and not even sure whether we're going to beat them or not. I mean, the decline has been astonishing where we're at right now. It really has. Fabregas or Santi, I was slightly more Fabregas. The longevity, the goals. Santi Cazorla was a genius. The problem for me was when we first signed him, we played him on the wing. And I think we saw the best of Cazorla when he went to that deep lying playmaker role next to Francis Coquelin. So I don't think we saw the best of Cazorla for long enough. I saw a clip the other day of Cazorla. I think he plays in Qatar. Xavi's the manager of his team. The guy chipped a penalty with his left foot. Like, I'm just like, the guy's ridiculous. He's technically one of the best players I've seen at Arsenal for technical ability. But Fabregas, for me, was at the club a long time. He was badding up the Champions League at 16. You know, he was an amazing player. Facts, Henry gassed me from that day, bruv. Them vapors. When I had pace in them days, wearing them vapors, Henry made every striker with a bit of pace and flair. We all pulled our socks above our knees. Let's be honest. Every striker, every winger who was a bit quick, a bit skillful, had a little flair, we all pulled them socks above the knees, and it was all because of Thierry, man. We know that. You know, we know that. He actually, you know, the Henry finish. We used to, when someone say, yo, I scored on Saturday. Oh, what was your goal like? Oh, it was an Henry finish. You knew what the Henry finish was. Left-hand side of the penalty area, open up your body, bend it in the bottom corner. Henry, man, he was something else. He was something else, Thierry. You know? Fab had great aim ever since the pizza shot. Yeah, man. Yeah, the pizza shot, bro. Great shot at Old Trafford. I have them vapors. I broke them in like 3 months. Cheap material back then. Bro, I had vapors galore back then. I think I only wore vapors when I was quick, you know? Not so much now. Back to goal now. Hold up, set it and spin. Facts, Henry was so influential, bro. He was just something else. I wish that Henry was at Arsenal, or how can I say it? Not Henry. I wish Arsenal's greats like the Invincibles and that. I wish it was 10 or 15 years later so I could have seen it as an adult. You know, obviously I still saw it. I watched all the games, but I wish I was an adult so I could have been going to them games and, you know, going to the parade and going abroad to Champions League games and stuff. Look at the team we got to work with now, you know? It's sad, isn't it? Man said Curtis still has pace, fam. He's just humble with it. But back then I had real pace. Now it's just like, yeah, man can stride. But then man had real pace, you know? You've got pace though, bro. They don't even give Broads credit for his pace. Henry is the LeBron James of football. He's just something else. So man said fleas, man, and then said flesh. I get your point. And you know what? I saw Henry a couple of times in the flesh, but not for long enough, man. Not for long enough. Curtis is still faster than Becky B. I'll run his clock now, bruv. You know what I mean? No, I have to admit, I thought Anelka. I thought Anelka was. I remember seeing Anelka and Henry live for Arsenal. And Anelka looked quicker to me. Now, whether he was or not, some players, they just look quicker because they're moving at a quicker pace. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I thought Anelka looked quicker. Henry was kind of just regal with it. He was his body just moved slow, and his legs, he had big strides. He was tall as well, Thierry, Fraser said, "You have way more pace than me. I only run from dogs and towards pizza." I know them ones, bro. I know them ones, especially pizza. I love a pizza. I'm trying to eat clean at the moment, though. Gym's open back up next week and football's back, Remember Davor Suker? Baller, bro. Baller. Croatian goal machine. Didn't have a great time at Arsenal, but a great player, man. I remember him chipping Peter Schmeichel, Euro 96, man. Denmark against Croatia. Great player. How do you get boots like the professional footballers, Curtis? They ain't on Amazon. I'm talking screw-ins. Yeah, football boots are through the roof now. You can get them on these websites, Pro Direct and that. But the price of football boots has just gone through the roof. I remember when I was a kid, if you bought boots for like £100, you couldn't get no better than that. Like, they were the elite level of boots. Now, they're not even the top level boots for £100. That's like the second or third level down from the top boots. You're paying £250 for boots now. It's crazy, man. Absolutely mad. Even my son's age, his foot's about that big, tiny little football boots, 60, 70 pound, bruv. It's mad. It is mad. Daniel said, Curtis, do you think Arsenal will ever have legends on the board? Probably not. They'll have too much to say and they won't want that. These Kroenkes don't want staff. They don't want anybody that is going to be outspoken. And this was actually an accusation that Arsene Wenger was getting when people used to ask him, why are none of the Arsenal legends on the staff at Arsenal? And they always used to say, these guys are too outspoken. Henry, when Henry was there, he would question Arsene Wenger and say, yo, man, like, what's that? You know what I mean? So they didn't want that. Yo, you man are lucky with the gyms reopening. Over here in Germany, there's no end in sight for the... That's crazy. I didn't realize that Germany was struggling like that. I thought we was like at the back of the queue. I've spoke to a lot of people in other countries and they've got gyms open. I thought we was at the end. So yeah, man, it's not easy, is it, this lockdown, man? It's different all over the world. Second half's about to kick off and we're underway for the second half. There we go. Second half's underway. Madrid, Liverpool, back out. Curtis, R9 v Man United and Kaka v Man United were two of my favourite performances in the Champions League. Unbelievable. Remember both games very well. R9 against United for me is just special because, like I said, one of my favourite players, probably my favourite player ever. And post-knee injury, to go to Old Trafford against a prime Rio Ferdinand, who's one of the best centre-backs I've ever seen, and just rip him apart and score a hat-trick and get subbed off and have the Man United fans applauding you. It's just something else. And Kaka, I remember that, flicked the ball over Wes Brown's head. That was a ridiculous performance. Ryan said, yeah, bro, we've been in lockdown since November. They want to make it even stricter in April. That is mad. I mean, I know in England, we've been in lockdown since December, I think. But at least, we're on our way out. So, yeah, man, keep strong wherever you are, everyone. Keep safe. It's mad, all this lockdown business. I don't want to get too deep into that before we start having our conspiracy theory chats, Same here in the Netherlands, still got curfew. That's mad. That is crazy, bruv. Ronaldinho toe poke against Chelsea. Oh, man. Ronaldinho's the most entertaining. That's a fact. When people disrespect Kim Ronaldo, I just feel to fight. It's an age thing, isn't it? Some people who haven't seen him as much, they won't understand, I love the UEFA Champions League streams, turns into nostalgia. I'm telling you, man, we're talking old boots, old, you know what I mean? Curtis, in your opinion, Grealish or Maddison? Yeah, I'm Grealish. I rate Maddison highly, though. He's got mad techers. But I think Grealish can run a little bit more as well. The only problem with Grealish is that he kind of plays off the left, where he's almost like a number 10 playing out wide. But I rate both of them. I'll be surprised if they're both at their respective clubs next season. You know, I think somebody will try and get maybe Grealish. Lockdown in South Africa since 23rd of March last year. Have you not come out at any point then? Like, because obviously in England, we came out in the summer for a few months. Then we went back in for a month. Then we came out again. They said we were going to have Christmas out. And then they put us back in. And we haven't been out since just before Christmas. So have you guys literally been in since last year without no break? It's crazy, isn't it, how certain countries are dealing with it. They're two different players, to be honest. I can't even pick. Yeah, they're both good. They are both good. I've always slightly preferred Grealish. Lockdown in Portugal being for 4 months and ending on the 19th. Okay, at least you got a bit of the end in sight, a bit of a break. Shane said level 5, back to level 1, back to level 4, level 2 now, level 1. It's mad. Clearly, these governments weren't prepared for these situations, and they kind of just we'll do this and see how that works. Then that doesn't work, we'll do something else. It's mad. Fraser said, US is crazy. Some states act like pandemic doesn't exist, while some want to be strict on lockdown. Most are various levels of mixed reaction. It's just mad. It is mad. You know, the lockdown's been horrible. It really has, but it's taught us a lot. Free kick to Liverpool. Robertson, it's headed away. You know, hopefully we've all improved. That's what I always say with this lockdown. Improve, learn something, learn about yourself, take the time to just slow down. Because sometimes you don't realize when you're in a regular working environment, you're just running around at 100 miles an hour. You know, the rat race, as they say, trying to chase the money. And sometimes you have to just slow down, man. And, you know, am I happy with my job? Am I happy with what I'm doing here? How can I change it? You know, and yeah, that's it. That's all I can say really on that. Curtis, the government were not prepared and it was too late to do anything, especially in England. Like, we were taking it for a joke over here. And they definitely reacted too late. Crossed in by Robertson. Courtois takes it. Yeah, they definitely reacted too late. Herco said Finland has been almost wide open. Now we're in lockdown. See, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Nomad said, thank God we got rid of Trump. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people were happy with that. Lone Star, all is open here in Texas, back to normal practically. It's just crazy how it's different. Was your diet strict when you were a pro? Like, it was not overly though. I think everything in moderation. You know, I had the odd takeaway at the weekend and that, but I ate good. I wasn't eating too much junk. Jota comes to Salah. Salah scored. Salah has scored for Liverpool. Jota could have finished. And the rebound to Salah. He shoots. It hits Courtois, hits the crossbar, and it is in 2-1. Game on, people. I am glad I did this game after all. There's a suspicion of offside there, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Jota, great run. Goes on a run, hits it. Nah, Salah's onside. That's going to be a goal. That is going to be a goal. Game on, people. Game on. Mo Salah. I mean, he has a terrible touch. The ball hits both his legs. It's rattling all over the place. Jota just steps inside Militao. Blocked by Modric on the shot. Falls to Salah. Hits both of his legs. Flicks the shot away from about 7 yards. Hits Courtois on the arm. Hits the crossbar and goes in. Game on. Great game now. You said 3-1. He said, okay. Game on now. Away goal is huge. You would actually probably give... Well, not quite, but if Liverpool can get the equaliser here, it's like a victory for them. It will be like a victory for certain. Are you done with Pepe then? I'm not done with him, but I'm definitely getting very frustrated with him. You know, I'm at the point now where I'm like, it's not good enough what I'm seeing. They're doing a VAR check. It's blatantly onside. I don't know why they keep looking at it. Adam said, Curtis, you are totally right. I tried to use lockdown as a forced sabbatical online course as self-reflection work ethic. And that's the main thing for me. I said that, you know, obviously I spoke to my family a lot and I said, look, it's not a good situation, but make the most out of being able to slow down, watch some things that you can learn from, learn if you're doing a YouTube channel, how can you improve it? Go on a course, go out for runs or whatever. Just try and make the most of it. And then when you come out, because you're going to see when we come out of lockdown, who's been doing stuff and who hasn't. Long ball by Trent, header, wide from Jota. Liverpool are on top now. And yeah, that's what, like I said, you'll see that when we come out of lockdown, who's prepared to come out of lockdown. How do you think Arsenal turn it around next year? To me, bruv, the only way we turn it around if we win the Europa League this year and we've got that money and that opportunity to go and improve. If we're not in the Champions League and we're in Europa League or even worse in that Conference League, whatever, I think it'll be very difficult. Here come Madrid, Mendy whips it in, back post, headed away by Robertson, corner to Real Madrid. Game on now, people. R9 or Henry? It's R9, and that pains me, man, because, Henry's my favourite ever Arsenal player, but R9 is untouchable for me. It's tough, though. Some of us have jobs where we still have to go in. Lockdown just gave me an excuse not to go out and socialise. That's mad, isn't it? Like, for people who've had to work consistently throughout lockdown and not been able to work from home. Man's asking pizza or hamburgers. I'm probably more of a pizza fan, to be fair. Although I don't eat them too often, but yeah, I do like a pizza. R9 is literally the greatest striker ever. All day long. All day long. Diego Jota, I have to admit, he's a very good player. When Liverpool bought him, I was like, I can't believe Wolves are letting him go. I remember watching Wolves against Arsenal. Don't know if it was last year. It might have been last season. I think we drew 1-1 and Jota was the best player on the pitch that day. And I thought, why are they selling him? I don't understand it. But maybe they needed to cash in and they bought Neto for 15 million, Hamburger is such a non-league football snack. It's got to be a cheeseburger as well for me, not a hamburger. You need that little cheese on it. But yeah, them after non-league, man, there's no food around. You just got to buy a burger. Nick says, big up Curtis, keeping it real. Always, bruv, always. R9 is levels. R9, Raul, Trezeguet, Van Nistelrooy, Roy Mackay. Some old school dons there, bruv. Mackay, didn't he play for Deportivo? Them teams there, them old school teams. Van Nistelrooy was a joke. Trezeguet, Raul, R9. That was a different level there. Pre-game meal as a pro. Most of the time it was like pasta and chicken, or sometimes it was just simple meals like, I remember sometimes we just had beans on toast. It was nothing glamorous. I'm telling you, it was nothing glamorous. Just a quick carbohydrate boost, something light, some orange juice or water or something. It's nothing overly glamorous, Curtis, do you think Atletico should sack Simeone if they don't win La Liga? It's tough, isn't it? Because you look here and think, they can't really get a much better manager than him. But to throw away a 12-point gap at the top of the league, and I think they are probably going to throw it away, his job will be on the line, but he's on so much money, it would cost too much to sack. Do you watch Cycling GK? Listen, that YouTube channel, I love that channel. Ben Foster, Watford goalkeeper, man, that channel is elite. That's gonna end up with millions of subscribers, because no other footballer has done that. Bruv, I'm telling you, yeah, certain games, I'm not saying me, I'm not making beans on toast. I'm saying when obviously I was playing pro, we used to meet the team and go for a pre-match meal. Sometimes beans on toast. I'm telling you, just a bog standard basic meal. Because sometimes it would be like chicken and rice, but it sometimes, it's just that dry chicken, man, with no seasoning, no sauce. So certain times I didn't even want that. So I'll be like, yo, man, I'll just take beans on toast, sprinkle a little cheese on there. I'd rather eat that than some dry chicken. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't glamorous. I just like pasta, pasta, tuna and sweet corn or something like that. Nothing major. Benzema on the left, runs at Wijnaldum, cuts inside. Benzema, oh, good block. That was a chance. That was a chance. Good block, though. Beans are full of energy, bro. Noodles were party. I don't know about that, bro. The way this guy's breaking down on Indomie noodles, maybe not. Fair enough. Better than dry chicken. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Best channel after Curtis Shaw TV. I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, that cycling GK, man, Ben Foster, that's a great channel. I enjoy that, man. He obviously is a goalkeeper for Watford. He puts his GoPro in the back of the net during the game, and you get some great footage, man. Have you ever ran around the Emirates for fitness? No, I haven't, I've seen a few people doing it, though, when I've been and recorded at the Emirates and stuff. Hope Watford get promoted I said the same thing, I said the same thing. I said, nah, I want Watford to get promoted to the Prem because that footage that he's got, if that's in the Prem, that channel will explode. It's already exploded. He's nearly at 500,000 anyway. Oh, it's a chance. Great ball in from Salah Robertson. Oh, it's blocked. It's a throw into Liverpool. Yeah, Jamal Lowe. Where is this? Yeah, Jamal Lowe. He scored, didn't he? And started pointing at the camera. Yeah, man. That channel's, that's a great channel. That'll end up at 1-2 million subscribers, especially if he goes to the Prem. Come get fat in the US. No, I swear that the food portions in America are just next level, aren't they? Like, they don't mess about. Everything is like super size and they don't mess about. They don't mess about in the States, man. You guys are mad when it comes to food. Your portions and that. Premier League won't allow his GoPro copyright and stuff. I mean, I know he's got a deal at the moment with the Championship. It will be interesting whether the Prem allow him to do that and show the footage and that. You watch cricket? Not really. When I was younger, I used to. Used to watch the West Indies, Brian Lara, Carl Hooper, Ambrose. I met Courtney Walsh. Met him a couple of times. But yeah, I don't really watch it now. I only really used to watch 2020 cricket, like, lately. I don't watch Test cricket or anything anymore. Left Highbury to compete, exactly, man. To compete in mid-table. Refills are lit in America, for real. Refillable everything, drinks, milkshakes. Prem won't even let podcasts or YouTube from the game. I've heard they're very strict. He would have to get a good deal with them. Do you like rugby? Not really, Not really. It's original content, no. Prem or crooks. Here come Madrid, Vinicius Jr. He's got some footwork, man. Yeah, the Prem, man, they're a lot more strict. Oh, Thiago makes a mistake. Comes out. Oh, Tony Cruz shoots over. Thiago tried to chest the ball down in his own penalty area. Got it took off him. And Tony Cruz shoots over the bar. Big C, you rate the Big Six Turkish. It's really good. That's a great show, man. That's a really good show. Turkish got a very good mix of people on there, man. That's a really good show. Algerian Gooners, big up Curtis. I've sent you a DM 1 month ago. Still no answer. Apologies, man. I'm bad with these messages, man. I need to get a little bit more true. I will check, my friend. I will check. I promise. Cricket is my second sport. Not gonna lie. I actually wanted to leave the football team in primary school to play the cricket team. Imagine Broads the batsman. Broads, you look like a fast bowler, man. Just coming off that long run up and just smashing a bouncer in at someone's neck. You know what I mean? Big Broads, Yeah, cricket. I used to like cricket still. I was a decent batsman, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, I always preferred football. Billions at stake, worldwide audience. Biggest name he played with and against. I suppose now the current biggest one would be Vardy. Played with. No, you know what? Against has got to be Edgar Davids, actually. How can I forget my mate Eddie Davids, mate? Got to be Edgar Davids. With is probably Leon Best. He had a very good career at Newcastle and that. He was a good friend of mine growing up. It's funny because some of the best players I've played against and with are not... Oh, Manny! Oh, what a tackle that is. Unbelievable tackle from Mendy. Manny was in nearly. One of the best players I've ever played against is a guy called Lee Trundle. Some of you have probably heard of him, but left-footed striker, played for Swansea, right? Yeah, I played against him. I was at Yeovil. He was at Bristol City. This guy was a maverick. He was playing in games like it's just mess about football. Like he was shooting from 50 yards. He would just flick the ball up and just volley it and try and score from far out. He would just try and nutmeg people, flick it over their head. Oh, Real Madrid are in 2-on-1. Oh my days! Terrible from Asensio. Had an easy pass into Vinicius Jr. and the defender blocks it. That is terrible. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Lee Trundle, one of the best players. Jody Morris as well, top player, top player. Yeah, Edgar Davids, like I said, man, he was the Barnet player manager. I told the story. I'm sure I'll say it again in the future. But yeah, Edgar Davids, he was at the back end of his career, to be fair. You know, kind of dealt with him. I'm not even going to lie. I felt like I handled him that game, but he was old, you know. He was about 34, 35 at the time. But yeah, Lee Trundle, I've been asked this question a few times. He's by far one of the best players I played against. Oh, 3-1. Vinicius Jr. has scored this time. Wow, what a game. Liverpool are scrambling. Terrible defending. How did Arsenal not pepper this defense, man? 3-1, Vinicius Jr. That is awful defending. Absolutely. It just looks so simple. Liverpool, mate, they could be on their way out. Can you call him Mr. next time? That's mad. 3-1 to Real Madrid. Vinicius, yeah. And you said 3-1, didn't you, Tim? Benzema into Modric. Just drifts past Fabinho. Lays it off. Oh, Vinicius shoots. Nutmegs the centre-back. Alisson gets a hand on it. Should he save it? Don't know. Into the bottom corner. Biddy Man said, "You're not reading my messages all the time. It's sad, mate." And there you go. I've just read it. And that was a bit of a waste of a message. Just keep going, man. You never know how far you are away from getting it. Vinicius Jr. makes it 3-1. What a game. Liverpool are all over the place. But guess what, people? Arsenal, they asked no questions whatsoever of that shaky Liverpool defence with two, young bucks in defence who are not even that good. It's mad. Tim said 3-1. You should have put money on it, Tim. But you know what? I don't even think this is going to end 3-1. It's Asensio. Oh, gets pushed off the ball and Alisson gets it. Could have been 4. Could have been 4. I don't think this will end 3-1. Is Mane finds Salah. To be fair, if Liverpool make it 3-2, they would still... Oh, Salah gets roughed up. They would still be in a good position, Not going to lie, I think everyone should smash a like because Curtis mugged off a legend. You know what, bro? I'll tell the David story again sometime in the future. I don't want it to be that story that I keep telling where you've heard it 50 times, But yeah, I kind of mugged off Edgar Davids, but he's ex-Tottenham, isn't he? So he had to get mugged off a little bit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Liverpool are out. No, listen, I think if they can score the next goal, even a 3-2 defeat for Liverpool, they could still go through. But if Madrid score again, they're in trouble. Look at Zidane, man. The guy's just pure class, isn't he? One of the best footballers the world's ever seen. And now he's just an elite manager. Well, he's done elite things. Is he actually an elite manager? But you know, 3 Champions Leagues he's won. Curtis, how was Vardy like playing against? You know what? He was just like how he is now. He ran the channels all game. He was absolutely rapid and could just finish. It was non-league. They were just playing long balls over the top. He was just chasing everything by himself. He's playing up front by himself. He was just rapid. He was at Fleetwood at the time. Yeah, man, he done bits. Done bits. He looks just the same in the Prem. It's just his finishing and everything's gone up a level. But it just shows, this is what I'm saying, there's a lot of players, you know, in non-league that could make that jump up to bigger leagues and be successful, man. It's not always, like I said, some of the best players that man have seen are players that didn't even do great at the top. A lot of it is down to your mentality. Look at Ravel Morrison, you know. Ferguson said he's the best young player he had. I think he's in Holland now or something. So a lot of his mentality, its attitude, you know, it's all politics. I think football in England is so political, and it's one of the biggest problems in this country is all the politics with coaches, how you get on with the coach and all that kind of stuff, man. It's not great. Do you support England or Jamaica? Both, really, innit? Both, you know? I would just love to see Jamaica qualify for another World Cup. They've strengthened their squad. Obviously, Leon Bailey, Andre Gray, Mariappa. I think they're trying to get Damari Gray as well. So yeah, you never know, man. Vardy, what a story. Bro, they should make a film on Vardy, man. Like, for him to come out of non-league and go and win the Prem and win the Golden Boot and score for England, it's just unbelievable what he's done, really. Probably doesn't get enough credit for it, to be honest. Yeah, Ravel Morrison's a massive gooner, bro. Do you see that interview? The guy's like, oh, Man United. And he's like, yo, you know I'm an Arsenal fan, right? He's like, yeah, but what do you want, Man United? Because a lot of the Man United fans still love you. He's like, I want Man United to finish second in the Prem because I want Arsenal to win it. And the guy just looked vexed, like, yo, how come you played for United yet you want Arsenal to win? Man's like, yo, I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kenya might qualify for the World Cup. That'd be great, man. I want to see some different countries. Bruv, I was saying this before, real captain, 100%. Even now, my son's in a professional academy now. At Christmas, I see man handing presents to the coach. Oh, Merry Christmas, mate. Here's your present. You know, you don't know what's in there. They might be dropping a Rolex in there with a little note, you know, saying, oh, make sure my son gets the move, you know, gets the contract. It's very political in this country, man. You know, even in that first Ravel Morrison interview with Ferdinand, he's saying the coach says that the players who are kind of poor, you know, them players who had to get the bus to training and they're turning up late because the bus has turned up late. He's saying in general, those players don't make it because the coach doesn't feel like they can rely on the player because the player will turn up late. Sometimes you've got an away game. The coach has got to leave at a certain time. You're not there on time. You know, it's those guys, mum and dad in the nice car, getting a lift to all the games. They're often the players that make it. Here's Benzema. Oh, shoot straight at Alisson. Very political football in this country, man. Tristan said, Curtis, haven't been in for a while. Big up for getting the scorecard, my guy. I had to do it. You know, you guys were all pushing me to get it. I had to. It looks like something that is so simple. And to me, it looked like it had to be that simple. I had to sell my laptop, buy a new laptop, get new software. It was all mad. Like, but you know, nowadays, nothing's ever simple, man. Man are pulling out rollies at Christmas. Trust me, bruv. You know that. Back in the day, you know, them inner city kids who didn't have money like myself, we were turning up dirty football boots in a Asda carrier bag, you know. Might not even have shin pads. You know what I mean? Might have to borrow shin pads. And those players often struggled, man. You know, unfortunately. That's how it is. Who do you want to win? I don't mind. I'll probably rather Madrid win now, you know. you know what I'm saying? Because Liverpool just slapped us, man. So they need to feel a little pain back. Broad said, I went to a Jamaica game at Old Trafford with a man there from my uncle's barbershop. I was a little kid, hoping Jamaica would score just one goal. Instead, Crouch did that robe. They got slapped that day, innit? Absolutely slapped. That poor story hits home. Football at junior level is a joke. It happens, man. You see it. You see it all the time, man, bruv. It's not a joke. Some of these families, man, they can't afford to even get their kids to football because, some single parent families or their money's got to go into other things until the parents can see the long-term vision. Oh, actually, um, maybe your child can make it as a professional. Sometimes they just can't commit like that. I've had to do all sorts to get to football. I remember sitting in the bathroom on a train because I remember traveling and not having enough money for the return ticket. So on the way back, I've had to hop the barriers and just sit in the bathroom, lock the bathroom door. Ticket inspector's gone by, and them bathrooms on toilets in England, man. They stink, bruv. You know what I mean? I've had to just go in there, put the hood up, and just sit there for an hour and just get back and come back. No ticket. When I come out the station, barriers are closed. Just hop the barriers. Alarm's going off. Just get out of there. It's too late now. Anyway, I'm out. All them kind of madness man have to do to get to football, all them kinds of things. Going on the bus and you're telling the driver that you're younger than you are so you can get a cheaper ticket because you ain't even got enough for the ticket for your age group. All them kind of mad things you have to do. That's what I'm saying, man. Football football's not a joke in this country. I mean, in any country it's not, but the sacrifices that man have to make, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember pretending to sleep on the train. The inspector just woke us up. It's mad. It's mad. Used to bunk fears all the time. Had to be done, man. When you got that dream and you know within yourself, I gotta chase this dream, man, at all costs. You know what I'm saying? All costs. Man will travel all over the place. I remember going to Birmingham once and missed the last train back. I had to ring someone at like 2:00 in the morning and literally say, yo, man, can you come and pick me up? And they had to drive an hour to come and get me. All kind of madness, man, I've had to do for football, Big up Curtis, start from the bottom now. We're here. Hey, thanks to you guys supporting, man. Channel's nothing without you guys. Curtis, at least in the UK, you can play. In India, football is like illegal. Is that right? But I thought, ain't it like, I'm sure there's an Indian Premier League now, isn't there? I know in England, we're very lucky because our standard of football goes very far down the leagues, You can play semi-professional in England and earn £700-800 a week. I remember I played for Kings Lynn once, and they had a player there, Julian Joachim, Aston Villa legend from back in the day. This guy was on £1,000 a week in non-league football. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't get that in any other country. In England, it just goes all down the ladders, You can play in different leagues, Fans used to bunk into Highbury. Yeah, for real. I heard about that. You know about the greatest footballer Jamaica ever produced was Bob Marley's manager. I lie? I didn't even know that. Man said football's illegal. Nah. But maybe it's difficult to play, man. Even when I was commuting to work, used to bunk it. Service was pony. Come on, you had to do what you had to do, man. You know what I mean? Curtis, we need your memoirs. Stories needs to be told to them kids. Days have changed. You know what I mean? This is the generation of indoor kids, innit? These kids nowadays, they want to be indoors. They want a PS5, Nintendo Switch. They want the iPad. They just want to sit inside and game all day. This is different. We was outside chasing dreams, trying to be a footballer, bunking it on the train and that. Same in Portugal. Is it mad, yeah? You're all right. We have the Indian Super League now. Perez, Lundberg, and Elka have played in it. Okay, yeah. I know Perez and them was over there. Salah, it's a chance. Thiago, left foot, hits it over. Jermaine Pennant, yeah, £3 a week. Billericay, man. When Billericay were just throwing money at it. Ben said, that's what I did when I was playing for Biggleswade United under 18s. It was mad expensive going up there and back. This is the thing, you know. It's very difficult to just guarantee that you'll get a team in your own area. And when you're chasing that dream, you'll be prepared to travel, man. But, you know, these clubs don't help. They don't help. They're leaving you to do it. And it's very difficult. Puts a lot of pressure on families. You know, even me now, you know, taking my son, it's like, yo, sometimes you're thinking it takes a lot of commitment. You got to travel all over the country, man, to give them this opportunity. It's not easy. It's not easy. I remember giving fake names to the inspectors until one undercover officer done his checks on me. It's mad. Yes, we have the Super League, but that's just finance. The standard of the national team is very poor. Yeah, that's the difficulty in it. Some of these leagues in certain countries are not great, and there's not enough leagues and teams of a high enough standard. In Argentina, I had to drop out of school to go full-time at the academy. Made it to the age of 23 as a pro. One cap for the under-21s. Wow. Got a serious knee injury and never was the same. Dreams crushed. Listen, man, you've done something that a lot of people don't do. You know, what is it? 98.9% of players don't make it professional, which is crazy. You know, so you still done something that most didn't. But obviously, it's disappointing not to go on and have the big career. But still, man, just cherish those memories. You have to take that same attitude and dedication into something else. But listen, man, that's big. I know football's very competitive in Argentina, man. Them places are not easy to make it. Billericay is for rich people. You were talking about, Curtis. I live nearby. Yeah. You live nearby? Yeah. I remember I've played at Billericay though, not for them, against them, but yeah, they had a lot of money, man. When that chairman went there, I think he's at Romford now, isn't he? The money machine, gaming channel or second channel. I'll probably integrate in the same channel. You know, I don't think I would actually start a brand new channel because it just takes a lot of building off the ground. And imagine starting a new channel, putting all that effort in it, it doesn't take off. You can just, it's kind of trial and error on this channel. And if it works, I keep going. If not, then you leave it. Used to travel out of state for tournaments, stay in a hotel for a few days, got to work hard to make it worthwhile. You do, man. You do. You've got to work so hard to make it as a professional. It's unbelievable. Curtis, Anzi, first team in Europe to offer 300k to Etu. Is that the team in Russia? I remember they had mad money at some stage. I haven't even got Twitch yet. I do need to set that up, even for streaming in general. But when I do gaming as well, definitely. Here come Madrid. It's a chance. 10 minutes to go. Whipped in Benzema. Oh, flicked away by a Liverpool defender. Big up Ilford, as you said. Romford. Yeah. I thought he went there, innit? For the chairman who was at Billericay. My like Ollie, grab that fam, multi-stream. Yeah, I need to do it. I need to start multi-streaming. Used to play football with barefoot. See them things there, bro? It's different, innit? It's different. People don't know the struggles that people had to. Man's playing football barefoot. I didn't have to do that. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, man. Hit me up if you need help, Curtis. I know my stuff's still. Yeah, I might have to, you know. Might have to. I need I still need advice on these things. Like I said, when I even got the laptop, I was reaching out to you guys. Yo, give me some advice, man. So yeah, I'll hit you up, man. I need to know about all this Twitch and streaming and cross-platform and all that and gaming streams. I need to know what I need to set it up. What's the most goals you scored in a season? Probably like, bro, obviously when man was younger, was scoring 30, 40, 50 goals them years. You know, as an adult, maybe like 28, 29 as an adult. But yeah, as a youngster, man was scoring mad goals, 30, 40. Them times you're scoring hat tricks every week. Oh, you was born in Ilford, yeah, big. Discord. Yeah, Discord is something I need to look at as well. It's a good way to connect your community in it. As I said, I'm only just learning about these things. Bro, I've been sent off once. I've been sent off once in my whole life. A guy studded me, right? The guy studded me so hard, he broke my shin pad, cut all my shin open, and the ref didn't even book him. So next time the ball came to him, I'd lost my head by that point. I'm not going to lie. I studded him about halfway up his leg, and the ref just sent me off. I didn't even care, to be honest. But the tackle he put on me, it could have broke my leg, and the guy didn't even show no remorse. That's the only time I've been sent off in my whole career. I actually didn't care. I was more interested in just getting him back, which is bad, but hey, football does this to you sometimes, man. Trent gets booked. Him and Vinicius have got a little bit of beef going on here, man. Yeah, hit the likes, people. Subscribe as well if you haven't already, of course. I've got some montages. You know, I've got a DVD actually of some footage that I need to get. It's at my mum's house. I'm going to try and get some footage up. Curtis, what do you think of Nile Ranger, gangster footballer? Nile Ranger was a baller, but his lifestyle held him back, unfortunately. He should have been, you know, at Newcastle, he had so much talent. Obviously, I'm good friends with Leon Best. They were at Newcastle at the same time. Nile Ranger was a baller, bro. But I think he had too many other things going off. Football requires full focus, man. That's how you stay at the top. You know, if you got too much going off, sometimes it stops you developing, you know. Fraser can get thrown off, fined, or summoned to court. Yeah, man, them man on the trains, they don't mess about, bro. I've seen man getting police called on them and that. Not too many headers, you know. I'm not even going to lie. I don't think I've even scored 10 headers in my career. Nah, I'll try and chest that down and then volley it. You know, I've probably scored about 7, 8 headers in my whole career. Big up Broads, man. Go and check out his channel, of course. He says, smash the like for the best channel in the game. Appreciate that, bro. Oh, people are saying Royce has scored. Let me just check that. Woo, 1-1. That's a massive goal, man. See, City always do this. Every year you look at City and you go, oh, they can win the Champions League this year. And somehow they'll bottle it. You know, Pep. Is he arrogant again? No striker. Turned up with Jesus and Aguero on the bench. Thinks he can beat all these teams with no striker. I don't rate it. I don't rate it at all. Like, it's arrogant sometimes. You just got to play Aguero and bag goals, bro. Do you know what? It's good that you've said this because he said, Curtis, you really need to jump on the TFC football coin. Kev was talking about a trade, and I jumped on when you guys said. I researched it. It's an investment, bro. Football coin and Ripple coin. I'm still looking into it. I haven't really got into it yet, but I definitely need to. Kev sent me loads of videos explaining how it all works on there, and I do need to. I want to start trading, to be honest, and investing. City bottling the Champions League again. Why do they always do it? Now Ranger didn't want to leave the man them. It's deeper than football. I know. Sometimes you got difficult decisions to make, though, man. You know, I'm not saying leave, but you got to go and focus, man. Royce has the same date of birth as me, says Eddie Hearn. What do you make of Furlan Mendy? I mean, I already had a lot of respect for Mendy because he's been a beast for me on FIFA, you know. But he looked good today. He has looked good. But Curtis, it's the players, Curtis. It's the players. As Kev would say, I need to get Kev on, you know, in the next week or two. Maybe after the Europa League game on Thursday, I'll try and get him on. Haaland with the assist. I just turned over. I couldn't even see the Royce goal. Oh, Mane, what a turn. Oh, they've recovered so well. Madrid have defended so well tonight. They're getting bodies back quick. I want to see that that Royce goal. Some of you are saying it's a great goal. City, man, that's a terrible result for them. You're right, Curtis, but when some men are deep in this game, it's really hard. It is, man. It's definitely difficult. Them street connections, man. Man, says, big up man like Curtis Shaw. Love the content. Appreciate that, bruv. That's a sound Kev impression. Big up Kev every time still. You gotta love Kev. Shows a lot of respect to man, you know. What's the best goal you've ever scored? I've scored a couple good ones, you know. I've scored one from near the halfway line before. Wasn't quite on the halfway line, but it was in the centre circle. Lobbed a keeper. Felt like Beckham, you know. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I've scored some belters. Curtis V. Broads, I can make it happen. Check Eddie Hearn, you know. Joshua against Wilder, man. We go for it. Hit the likes, people. 300 likes. I said, Eddie Hearn, relax, mate. Curtis Lacazette, I agree, man. Liverpool and City struggling. Bad results. This is a bad night for English clubs in Europe, man. I just feel like Liverpool with no fans, they'll struggle. If Anfield was full for that second leg, I would say, you know what, they can still come back. But how Liverpool have played tonight and the way Madrid have dealt with their centre-backs, I don't see them coming back from this. I really don't. They haven't looked good. Maybe we'll do story time in the summer when the season finishes. Curtis, I've heard non-league clubs offer good pay to play. You can get peas in non-league. I've heard stories where players have turned down professional contracts to stay non-league with their normal job because they're earning more money putting those two together. You know, I remember a guy was at Dagenham and Redbridge when they were in League Two. He was on £250 a week. And this guy was working in Wagamama's noodles shop. And he was on £300 a week. And he was saying, I'm being offered less to be a pro in League Two than I am serving man noodles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad. It's mad. But then there's clubs in non-league, like I said, that are paying, like you said, Billericay were paying £3,000 a week. No, I've never scored a proper bicycle. Like, I've scored a bit of an overhead kick, but it wasn't fully like Cristiano Ronaldo v Juventus where you're jumping in the air and you're off the ground. It was a little like Mark Hughes over the shoulder one, you know. I've never, I'd probably break my back trying to do that Ronaldo bicycle. PlayStation over Xbox for me all day, all day. Best team you played against? Probably, I played against Leicester. They were good. They were good. Playing against Nottingham Forest, Sheffield Wednesday. A few good teams, man. A few good teams, to be fair. Different, good for different reasons, you know. Bruv, non-league in England is not a joke. A lot of rich owners buy non-league clubs in England because they're so cheap to run compared to professional clubs. Ball whipped in, Salah can't reach it. So they'll go and throw loads of money in a non-league club. City have scored, apparently. Is it Gundogan? Foden. 2-1. 2-1 to City. You could tell that Gundogan did not want to pass that ball either. That oil money, man. Petrol Station FC. 2-1 is still not a great result. Still not a great result for City, but, you know, you'd take a 2-1 over a 1-0. And I'm sure City will score in Germany as well. People think becoming a pro will make you rich. They don't know about man negotiating for £50 more in their contract, bruv. It's no joke. Especially in these lower leagues, man. It's not. There's a lot of men who become professionals and within a couple of years, they're just out of the game. Because these lower leagues, they're giving you 1-year deals. You can have a bad year, an injury. All of a sudden, you're back in work in your normal job. Talking about, I used to be a pro. You know, it happens to a lot of players, man. Gary Neville, Salford, I mean, that is a good club to go to. They've got a fantastic setup. Because he's got Beckham, Phil Neville, Scholes, Nicky Butt, Gary Neville. They're running that club properly. So that club's only going to get better and better. Here's Salah. Salah. Oh, it's blocked. Yeah, Salford pay good money as well. I know a couple of players who've been there. City scored, 2-1 to City. Foden. I played in the same team as Terry and Cole. Wow. That's a serious team, man. Two great players. Would you gladly take being called an oil money fan if we got that type of owner all day long? I don't care. All this, we don't need that oil money. That ain't getting us nowhere. Yeah, I want some multi-billionaire to come in, start throwing money at the manager, and just turn it into Football Manager. Yeah, I want 200 million in one window. Yeah, I'm more than happy to do it, because the difference with Arsenal and Man City and Chelsea, we've already got the history. So if we spend loads of money and do the oil thing, you can't call it. You can't say, "Oh, Arsenal are only a big club because you got oil money." We were already a huge club with huge history. It's not like they've pulled us from the depths of nowhere like Man City and that were. So yeah, give me that oil money, man. Spend that. Go and buy some proper players. You know, 300 million in one window. Football Manager cheat code. You know, I want oil. I want oil money, bro. Yeah, I want oil money at the Emirates. I'm sick of this. All this stuff we're seeing ain't working, bro. I want peas. I agree with you, Curtis. Get a mega billionaire. I'm telling you. But it won't happen because this guy ain't going to sell us, unfortunately. Unless things get really bad. Oh, Madrid. It could be away. It's 3-on-2 here. If Vinicius lifts his head, he's giving it away again. See, this is the problem with him. He scored 2 today and he has done well. But in those positions there, he's so frustrating. Here's Mane. Great tackle. 45 seconds to go in this game. I'll take the City owners over these cretins all day long. Do you know what they've done for that football club? They've built the training ground. They've put infrastructure around. They've lifted all of that part of that city of Manchester. They created jobs, you know. This could be a chance. Benzema, he's got Vinicius in support. Finds Vinicius. Last chance of the game. Nah, he's been tackled. 10 seconds to go. I don't think we'll get another one. Give me those Arab princes, I'm telling you. Give us all that oil money. I don't want to be linked with Draxler anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm letting you know, people, Draxler is a free this summer. So all I'm saying, don't be surprised if it happens. You know, stranger things have happened at Arsenal. We're going to get Draxler after all them years. Full-time whistle, people. Full-time whistle has gone. Good game, to be fair. I enjoyed that. When I started the stream, I was sitting there thinking, do you know what? Have I was it Rodrigo? Apologies, it wasn't Vinicius, it was Rodrigo. When we started the game, I thought, do you know what? Maybe I should have. Oh, Shelnell. Yeah, I'll take that petrol station money, man. I thought, you know what? The Man City game's going to have more goals. Maybe I've picked the wrong game. But this was an enjoyable game. 3-1 to Madrid. Much the better side. Man City have won 2-1. Not a good night for the English clubs. I would take Draxler, not me, bruv. We're definitely getting Draxler. You can see it. Free transfer. A player we were linked with about 10 years ago. That was a very good game. Very, very good game. Enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow. I'll probably do a 2 p.m. Arsenal show as usual. And we'll preview the Slavia Prague game. Man of the match for me, I'll probably go Vinicius, you know. Scored 2 goals, took them well. Tony Cruz played 2 fantastic passes, though, that split him in half. Maybe I go Tony Cruz, you know. Them balls are ridiculous. But I have to admit, I was impressed with Vinicius. I didn't know he was as good as that. No, I'm going to go Vinicius. He scored the goals, and it took them both well. Calhanoglu, yeah, he's being linked. I think Juve want him now. He's a free in the summer as well. Watchalong tomorrow. I'm here, people. Don't you worry, I'm here. Bayern Munich, PSG tomorrow night. 7:45 for an 8 p.m. kickoff. Come and join me for that. Getting Draxler is like getting a PS3 in 2021. It will be so typical of Arsenal. Big up for all of you for tuning in. Smash a like on the video if you can. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow around 2 p.m. for the Arsenal preview against Slavia Prague. And tomorrow night, 7:45, Bayern against PSG. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bless.